Is this something that is worth ending your friendship over?
Do not keep pushing me over it, okay? Don't.
If NeNe wants to fall out over this petty ass, then let us fall out over it.
Oh, will they fall out over it? Two of our favorite housewives, NeNe Leakes and Cynthia Bailey, sound off about their strained friendship. That's from episode 1 of the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 11 reunion. We will see part 2 on Sunday. Can they repair things? What will it take? Is it worth fighting for? Well, joining me now to address all that is Cynthia Bailey herself. Thank you for being here.
Hi, Lauren.
It's so good to see you because I have so much to ask you about, and I'm sure it's stuff that you don't love talking about.
Let's just jump into it and get it over with.
Okay, so on part 1 of the reunion, we saw you and NeNe, and in the finale, we'd seen this falling out between you two. It all went down at your Seagram's big Peach Bellini launch party.
Right.
But NeNe and you did not seem to have resolved things at the reunion. Where does your friendship stand right now?
Well, you know, it's so interesting because after you guys saw the segment at my party for the Peach Bellini launch, you also saw NeNe and I get together with Tanya and Candy, and we talked it out, and what I thought, we hugged it out, and we actually went out in real life after that scene. Wow. So this was like in October. It's April now. And the whole time, I've been hanging out with this woman. Like, we've been, you know, friends, so I thought. And pretty much the night before the reunion, everything just kind of changed. And it was like, okay, I thought we were going to be able to work through this. That's what real friends do.
Well, then, Cynthia, does that indicate to you that she was just causing drama with you the night before the reunion to film a dramatic reunion episode?
I don't know. You know, it's crazy because at the reunion, you know, we saw the episodes right before we went out there. But again, we know what we filmed as well. So I'm thinking, okay, we'll get out there and we'll just have the conversation. Because at that point, I had saw her like make some remarks in that finale episode that were just kind of mean. And you saw me be nothing but loyal to this lady the whole season. You saw me be nothing but loyal to NeNe the whole season, especially with her dealing with Greg with his cancer. Yeah. Like, she was pretty much just hands off for all the ladies. We wanted to just lift her up and get out on the couch. And I'm trying to explain, I'm trying. And she just basically turns up her nose at me and just doesn't want to hear it. She really doesn't want to hear anything from anyone. For the most part.
That was the thing. We got a very shut down NeNe Leakes. I'm not sure she's ever been so quiet at the reunion. What did you think of her demeanor?
Well, I knew that I knew she and I had some things to address. I was very surprised that the other cast mates and members of the show also had things that they wanted to address with her, but she didn't really give them anything. I think she was just saving it all for cheekbones over here.
For the face, for Miss Cynthia Bailey. Okay, well, so what happened the night before the reunion if you guys had been hanging out and been cool?
Nothing much. We had talked maybe a couple days before. We got the last episodes. I saw the episode and I was like, oh my God, this looks crazy. You know, the whole thing with like me being mic'd. And I've been in this business for a long time. I know when I have a live mic on. It is what it is. So you could say what you want to say. I know it looks crazy, but at the end of the day, I don't hear me say it, what the caption said. But hey, if I said it, maybe I had a bunch of people, ladies. All I know, anything I did at that point when Kenya and NeNe were both in a room was just to keep the peace. I just wanted both of my friends to come and support me and lift me up in a blaze of glory and celebrate. You know, this is a big deal for me. This Seagram's partnership is exciting. You know, this is an exciting time for women empowerment. We're doing big things. Like, can it just be my night tonight?
Yeah.
And if you're my real friend, let's talk about it the next day. Let's really talk about it. And that's what I thought happened when we met at the pizza shop.
Interesting. So you aren't even sure, because we saw that moment of you being mic'd and
Mike talking to Mike.
You're talking, yeah. So because this is basically, it sounds like what you're saying is you thought you and NeNe were cool.
Yeah.
And then maybe you guys saw the reunion episodes before, or saw the final episodes before you filmed the reunion, and that spurred something else for her.
Yeah, I think that. But then unbeknownst to me, and you know, you guys have to watch next season, I guess, to get into all of that. Apparently, she didn't really ever forgive me in October.
Got it.
And I'm finding out through, the universe has a way of just giving you information when you remove yourself from certain situations. So apparently she never let it go. She never forgave me. And she was waiting for this moment to expose me for the big betrayal of inviting Kenya. Although, Kenya told me she wasn't coming. She showed up anyway, which I thought was great. She came. I was glad all the ladies were there.
So do you feel like that moment where we heard this sound of you and Candy talking did not play out accurately to what you feel the conversation was?
That definitely happened, but that was just me, telling her, hey, make sure you say what your part was in this, which was you convinced her to come. I invited her. I never said I didn't invite her, and I never said I didn't want her to come. I was excited that she showed up, but Candy convinced her to come, so I was like, just own your part in it, and I'm good with the rest.
So where are you and NeNe at right now?
We are not friends right now, and honestly, at this point in my life, I just want to be happy.
Yeah.
I just want to be happy. I just want my peach bellinis to fly to the stores, and they're doing a great job.
I think selling out, yes.
Yes. I appreciate all the support. And, I'm in love. Mike and I are great. Noel's doing great in school. I'm living my life. I just want, friends that love me and support me because that's the kind of friend I am. And quite honestly, as crazy as everything looked on that finale episode, I was so amazed at how many people still gave me the benefit of the doubt, even though it looked crazy, because at the end of the day, my character my character defends itself. I've never been anything but loving and supportive to this lady. So why all of a sudden would I be like, oh my God, I've got to try to take her down now? For what?
Cynthia, I have to say I'm
not a villain.
No, you're one of the nicest people, and I've always been so impressed because it's not easy to be a nice person and be a captivating reality TV star, but you are. I love watching you, and somehow you managed to do that. And I think that's why fans have supported you. But look, obviously we all know NeNe has been going through an incredibly difficult time. She's been here in the studio. Her husband, Greg Leaks, suffering from cancer, battling for his life. We saw that emotion this season. So you and NeNe have had breakdowns in your friendship before.
Yes, we have.
Can you get back to being friends?
I honestly don't know. I think, I'll say this, real friends can work through anything. And I don't think this was such a big thing that we can't work through it. I'm open to try to work through it, but I'm not going to force it. I'm not going to beg NeNe to be my friend. I'm not going to bash her. I love her. I love Greg. I'm so glad that he's doing well. Mike and I continue to pray for Greg's health, and well,
as happy as
what it is.
But as happy as you are in your life, is that painful for you to not be friends with NeNe right now?
You know what? It hurts. It hurts because this is someone that I spent a lot of time with. This is someone I truly loved and cared about. And at the end of the day, I'm so proud of all the great things that she's done, and I felt like, looking back on everything, the reciprocity just wasn't there. I don't feel like, she's always reciprocated that same energy back. I'm always like, yeah, go, NeNe, go, yeah. And it's hurtful to see her say the things that she's saying about me, really just trying to tear down my character. But, your character doesn't lie. People know that, I work with people all the time. They know I'm a good person. I don't have a mean spirit in my body. And I think, even with the cast, they saw the tapes. Everybody, loved me at the reunion. They were all very kind to me. They didn't even get involved in it because they know what a loyal friend I've been to this woman, to a fault, if anything.
Do you feel like she asks too much of you as a friend?
Well, you would have to ask her that. She's been on a smear campaign, so I'm sure she's coming over here.
But I mean, for you, that has to be kind of draining. It sounds like you feel a little drained.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm tired, and I just want to be happy.
Yeah.
And I just want her to leave me alone, and I want her to be happy. Her and Greg, I wish them a lifetime of love and happiness together, and I just want that same respect back. Just let me live my life and be happy and sell my little peach bellinis and be with my med and keep my child in school and be at my lake. That's it.
And be at Lake Bailey. Well, I know we're going to move on from this, but I do want to ask you, watching the reunion, we're going to see 2 more parts of it.
Yes.
As a fan, I'm just watching it thinking NeNe had shut down. She was not saying much, and I just thought, is she over the show? Did you get that vibe? She's left the show before, and she's come back in the past.
Yes,
did you feel like, does she even want to be there?
Again, she was very cold at the reunion. She was very cold, and I mean, if you guys sensed it from the TV, imagine being there, just a couple feet away from her. She, I don't know why she behaved that way. I can't make excuses for her. I do know that she, at the end of the day, has gone through a tough time with her husband, and I'm fine to cough it up to that if that's what it is. I just know as a friend, my happiness, my mental health.
Yeah.
I want to be happy. I don't want weight on me. I just want loving spirits around me.
Well, can I ask, I mean, we've heard her say some things about, she made a comment about Kenya's pregnant body at the finale.
That was very mean and distasteful.
Was she too mean this season?
Yeah. I mean, there was some whole, there was some stuff going around on social media, her and Portia were going at it. She was fat shaming her. Boy, she just had a baby 2 weeks ago. It wasn't nice. It wasn't nice to say.
Why do you think she's I mean, is this a NeNe that maybe we just hadn't seen before? Is she being too mean? What's going on here?
You know, I don't know. Like, at the end of the day, like I said, my character defends itself. And NeNe's character speaks for itself.
All right, well, we're going to see it speak for 2 more parts of the reunion. 2 more, right? 2 and 3?
2 more. Yes.
All right. So what can we expect from parts 2 and 3?
Well, I will say, NeNe and I really addressed most of our issues in part 3. So yeah, I might have to wait for that part.
Okay, so maybe part 1 was a little quiet, but it's going to get loud?
Yeah, I mean, part 2 is going to be just as entertaining. But part 3, they save all the good stuff for the last one. So I'm sure, you know, that's when, you know.
Is that when we hear you say that she can... I'm forgetting the wording of it now, but it's been teased a lot in the reunion, what you say.
Oh, what did I say? Oh, my God. Oh, if you want to fall out over this petty...
Yeah.
Petty. Then let's just fall out over it. Because at that point, you know, I'm just older, and I just want to be happy, and I just want peace. So I just don't want to keep fighting the same fight. We've been down this road. I wiped the slate clean. I was like, let's be friends again. I embraced her, her and her family. I love them. Everything I thought was great. So we have this one moment where it looks crazy, whatever, but you don't even give me the respect to even say, hey, you know what? Let's talk about this, because this is our second time around. I value your friendship, Cynthia, so let's figure out what happened. And I would have been 20 minutes early to that meeting, to that lunch. So
you feel disrespected? You feel hurt?
Yeah, I do, and especially the way she's handling herself, because the one thing about being friends with someone, it's a lot. It says a lot how you treat someone when you are friends with them, but it says more how you behave when you are not friends with them any longer. So I'm nothing but love and light over here for her.
All right. Well, let's talk about love, because I have loved watching you fall in love with Mike Hill on the show this season. It's just been great to see you two together. What are you so glowy about with this relationship? Like, why is this man somebody who's working so well in your life?
Because it just feels good. Yeah. It just feels good. You know, when I got divorced, I didn't know if I was going to find love again. I figured, you know, I'd meet someone that I could hang out with and have fun with or whatever, but I didn't know I was going to be, like, giddy and in love again. And Mike has, you know, made me fall in love with him. And I'm having fun. It feels good to be in love. You can't even be mad at anyone when you're in love. Like, you just want to be happy, because that's just what love is.
You guys don't... I love watching this because it seems easy. I mean...
so easy.
What is it? Is it life experience? Is it age? Is it...
Well, we're both whole people. You know, he has his own thing going on. I have my whole thing going on. You know, he's like the male version of me. Like, we're just compatible. We get along. 52, he's 48. He has kids. I have a kid. He's been married before. I've been married before. We're just like excited that we found each other. And, you know, we didn't find each other in the most normal way. So it's like, you know, that's when you have to just think, okay, God.
Wait, remind me how you found him.
We met through Steve Harvey.
Oh, yes.
On like his dating pool. I was on Steve's show, you know, talking about housewives. And we got, you know, he wanted an update on my dating life. And I was like, well, I'm on like RHOA, I'm dating app, blah, blah, I'm having fun, whatever. He's like, why do you be on a dating app? I can help you find somebody. So anyway, long story short, we ended up. And I met Mike.
And now it's #chill, which is Cynthia and Mike.
#chill, which I think is the cutest thing ever.
I know, that got a little hate at the reunion.
I can't even have a hashtag. Like, who is my little cute, fun hashtag, which I thought was so clever, bothering anyone? Like, I can't even have that. Like, leave me alone. Let me live my life.
And at that point, it had to feel a little petty, because you're like...
I mean, girl. Who has the time?
Yeah, that felt small, it did. So you're with Mike. Now, we've gotten a little teasing at different points during this season about, you know, Mike's like made these proposal comments.
Yes.
I mean, does this mean you and Mike will get married?
Mike and I absolutely plan on getting married.
Really?
For sure. But here's the thing, you know, I'm not trying to like pressure Mike into marry me. You know, I'm not trying to rush him into it. Like I said, we've been down this road. It's not like we, you know, have to run a marathon to get married. We know that we want to be together. And I want him to ask me when he's ready to ask me. I'm not going to ask him. So when he's ready, you know, I already told him, hey, the answer is yes. I'm just...
Wow.
Whenever you're ready.
Wow, I love that. Well, can I ask you too? I mean, being somebody who you've both been divorced, what is it? Some people say, I don't ever want to get. Why do you want to get married again to this man?
Well, I was one of those people. When I went through my divorce, I really beat myself up a lot. I was like, what did I do wrong? Did I not do enough? You know, you kind of feel like a failure in a way. But at the same time, you know, there was that other part of me saying, hey, you know, I don't want to settle either. Like, I don't feel like we're making each other better in this relationship. I didn't feel like I was being my best self. I didn't feel like he was being his best self. And I didn't feel like we were good and healthy together at that point. So when I walked away, I was like, you know what? You know, at this point, again, the age thing kind of played with me a little bit. I was like, yeah, I probably won't meet anybody at this point. But whatever, I just wanted to have a good time, wanted to have fun. And when I met Mike, it was like, we never really, I don't care if we ever get married, to be honest, but it's kind of like, if he asked me, I would say yes, because
just love him.
There's no reason not to.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like, hey, we should totally get married, but it's like, hey, why not get married if that's what we want to do?
Yeah.
So it's definitely, you know, I'm open to it, and I'm excited about it because I love him, I love being with him, and I would be honored to be his wife.
Now, in the past, we'd seen Peter on the show meet some of your new boyfriends. Has Peter met Mike Hill, your ex?
I don't think so. I don't think they've met before. But Leon, Noel's dad, has met.
Oh, we love Leon.
Yeah,
He's the best. Oh, my gosh.
And they get along very well. As a matter of fact, they knew each other before we even met because Leon's a big sports person and Mike's a sportscaster, and they live in that same world.
I love all this love in your life. This is so great. Let's talk about Cynthia Bailey, the businesswoman, the future of you. Seagram's, we saw on the Real Housewives of Atlanta finale, you launched your Seagram's Peach Bellinis.
Yes.
I mean, how much fun is this for you to do?
Well, I didn't know it was going to start so much drama. These Peach Bellinis have started a whole war out here. But other than that, like, seriously, it was an amazing launch. I'm so excited to be partnering with Seagram's. You know, this is a big deal for me. You know, like I said, I'm enjoying my life. Seagram's has been around for a long time. I've been around for a long time. I like a good cocktail. They know how to make one. I mean, this is like a win-win. It's a match made in heaven. And I was very involved in the creative, very hands-on. I wanted to make sure it was like carbonated enough. It was peachy enough. And, I went to Rochester. I went to the plant where everything's made, and it's peach.
For Real Housewives of Atlanta, way, you hold the peach. It's perfect.
I'm gonna have a peach either way.
So guys,
that is a peach Bellini, whatever. You can't take my peach Bellini.
You know what? Grab the peach Bellinis to watch parts 2 and 3. Get them. We might need a drink for this. I love this. And then my last questions for you. I do got to ask you before we go. Sorry. Part 2. Are we going to learn more about this closet drama? This brawl drama?
Yes. I think the closet drama would definitely be addressed in part 2.
What will people be? What will their reaction be to getting more behind this story where NeNe Leakes kind of pulled cameramen out of her closet? Will they be shocked by anything else they learn?
I think they'll get more insight than what they actually saw in the season. It is definitely a topic that comes up, and it is addressed.
I mean, what was your reaction as that was happening in the moment?
Again, at that time, I was still just trying to be supportive. She was kind of on an emotional roller coaster today. She was up, she was down. I was just like, you're going to be fine. One minute she's laughing, she's crying. I'm like, look.
But were you a little freaked out in the moment?
Oh, no. It was, once it happened, it was just like, wow. Okay, so she's going, like, this is not a good place to be in right now. Like, I just... again, as her friend, I just wanted to be supportive at that time because I thought she was my friend.
Has Portia, are we going to hear more? Because, some people have said that things with Portia got a little scary.
Yeah.
Was she being dramatic with that? Or was
Portia
it really...
definitely says what she needs to say at the reunion regarding the closet situation.
All right, so we got to watch that. And then, as busy as you are with your Peach Bellinis, more Real Housewives of Atlanta for you in the future? Will you stay on the show?
Hey, I hope so. This is my, 9th season on the show. And, I'm having a great time. The show's been great to me, and I feel like I've brought a lot to the show. So I love the platform.
Do you think NeNe will come back?
I think she should come back. I think NeNe's great for the show. I know she hates me on the show now, but I think I think she's great for the show. I think Kenya's great for the show. It is what it is.
Yeah, what about our dearly departed Kenya, Phaedra? Will we get Kenya?
Phaedra's great for the show.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I think all these women, bring something to the table. And I will never be the person to say, oh, well, this one's this, and she's bored, and she don't do anything. Like, we all make the stew together. And if one person is the show, then that person needs their own show. And that part.
Well, do you have any insight on if we could get Phaedra back? That's been a rumor.
I don't know.
Okay.
Look, I'm not an executive at Bravo, okay? I'm just talent. I'm just grateful and humbled and very excited to keep my job. I know, the word on the street was I was rallying trying to make sure Kenya had her job. I'm like, if I'm going to rally for anybody to be on the show, first of all, let me make sure I'm back on the show. And then we'll worry about trying to get everybody else on the show. So, yeah, but I love the platform. I love Bravo. I love my job. I mean, it's not an easy job, but it's a fun job. And I definitely think, I haven't been over here for 9 years for nothing. Obviously, Bravo must see some value in me being around.
Yes, we love it. Okay, guys. Cynthia Bailey, again, the peach bellinis are there. We might need a cocktail for parts 2 and 3 of the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion. And follow her on social media if you don't already. I'm excited for this proposal to happen, Cynthia Bailey.
Thank you.
Okay.